Today, NATO consists of 29 countries united by the idea of common security. It is designed to deter military aggression and terrorist threats. Exactly 70 years ago, the North Atlantic Alliance formed with 12 member states. The US, Canada, Iceland, United Kingdom, France, Belgium, the Netherlands, Luxembourg, Norway, Denmark, Italy, and Portugal. On April 4, 1949, they pledged to protect each other from external military intervention.
NATO was created in a dangerous world. While the shadow of the USSR thickened over Europe, 12 countries on both sides of the Atlantic united to protect their security and core values: freedom, democracy, human rights, and the rule of law.
Since 1949, the North Atlantic Bloc has been enlarged 7 times. The biggest enlargement was carried out in 2004. The list of countries of the alliance was increased by 7 members. Montenegro was the last to join NATO in 2017. Now, member candidates include Bosnia and Herzegovina, Georgia, and Ukraine. Democracy, the fight against corruption, and other fundamentals of rule of law are required for countries wanting to join NATO.
In order to become a member of NATO, Ukraine has to comply not only with the security bloc, including the armed forces, the National Guard, border guards, the security service, etc. It also concerns society because there is a large political component. It is mainly associated with democratically controlled approaches in society, the fight against corruption, media transparency, and the judicial system, all things that are the basis of European democracy.
To join NATO, it is necessary to improve the social security of service personnel, to ensure decent salaries and housing. The management team has to know English for unhampered communication with partners. Additionally, army and military equipment has to comply with modern standards of the alliance.
If our leadership that involves not only the future president but the government that will be elected after the parliamentary elections, the parliament, together with civil society, at the level of soul and mind, and not by external signs, we can say, we can, then we will quietly do it in 5 years. In 5 years, we will be in NATO.
In return, the North Atlantic Bloc guarantees that the troops of member states will stand united against an aggressor in case of an attack. This is spelled out in Article 5 of the NATO Charter.
The treaty says in Article 5, an attack on one of us will be considered an attack on all of us. And this was the guarantee that if Stalin or Khrushchev had attacked in the darkest days of the Cold War, the United States would come again.
The North Atlantic Bloc recognized Russia as its main threat to security, and deterrence of its aggression was officially proclaimed as a new NATO strategy. At the Welsh summit, NATO countries agreed to increase defense spending up to 2% of their GDP per year. This summit was the first since the end of the Cold War to which the Russian delegation was not invited. The alliance increased its military presence in the Black Sea and Eastern Europe. It has placed multinational brigades in Poland, Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania, and Romania. Reported by Alexander Kulibaba, UATV.